Now that you became quite familiar with using the application VMR Tracker, the navigation around that application, and the use of chatter, we're going to move to describing another functionality in the suite of applications offered by CelWell Services, and this application is called VMR Issue Tracker. The VMR Issue Tracker is used for multiple purposes. It serves as a means of forwarding issues, recommendations, and requests between the customer and CelWell Services. It also serves as an internal communication for your organization to really report on meetings and support. But another piece also that it will allow you to do is to respond to any requests coming in from outside the organization and logging those into one single database. So let's go ahead and see the different features in Request Tracker and see how they work. In Request Tracker, again, Request Tracker is an object, and I'm going to click on New to create a new Request Tracker. There are multiple types of record types, and for now I'm going to work on technical issues. Click on Continue. In here you are basically communicating with CelWell Services to inform us that there is a request, either something that is not working or something you don't know how it should be working, or you need some changes to one of the displays on your screen. So you can say, I need assistance with probably screen layout. The application is the VMR Tracker. The name of person is Ilaita Nuri. And you can specify the priority. Let's say it's low, and in accounts. And what you're saying is, okay, I want to add a new value in the territory field. Now, that being said, when you click on save, electronically an email is going to be sent out to you and also to CelWell Services, as well as to the admin person in your organization, informing you of that request. In here, we'll go in and do some editing to see how we're going to address that. If we go back and say, okay, we addressed the issue, and the value was added, and then we specify who did the work, and typically we put it in as being something that you need to be reviewing for confirmation that it worked, and or we close it. So let's say you closed it, and then we log in the time of the people who worked on this so that we can have a rundown of all the hours of support for your organization and the date it was completed. And again, for each stage of change, then an email is going to go out to the people, appropriate people in your organization. The other thing that we can use the request tracker for is meetings and support. So this is something to document internally if you have some meetings and you want to record what happened in the meeting. And again, this might be internal or might be external. If you want to, you can use this feature to talk about that or record a request. But more importantly, there is this other use of this application, and that is on inbound calls. And inbound calls are the calls that you get from your user community, from your outreach community, asking for specific information. So the name of caller is John Smith, and if I have that person email, and what type of call is it? Did I get this as a call or an email or in person? let's say it was in person, if I have some phone information about the individual, and then you can specify here what the description was about, what the call was about, and what kind of response you provided. So if you say John wanted some info about Vanpool, we offered him a brochure to describe the routes and availability. And then you can close this. And if you want to specify how this individual learned about you or heard about your organization, you can say email, radio, word of mouth, so on and so forth. So let's say it was a radio that you heard. Again, these can be changed, and the date was complete was June 1st, and that basically allows you to track any calls that you get from the outside to really check about the services that you are providing within your community. So that's in a nutshell the use of the request tracker in your organization.